A company sent me their controller, EasySMX. Now, you can find this in wireless and wired variants, but generally speaking, this controller is set up for PC, PS3, Android, and things like that. You could, of course, get it working for other devices, but that would require a lot on you. The point I'm trying to make here is that when you buy a new controller nowadays, they're very expensive, even if they are just an old 360 variant. If it's an official controller from Microsoft, it usually costs you a good amount of money, sometimes enough to buy a few games with for one controller. Now that's pretty crazy. Assuming most people that are going to buy this product probably already have a controller, I would say that this controller is more ideal for people who are buying it as a secondary controller and or a controller to use dedicated for an emulation machine or PC. So the thing about it is, we all know that you can pretty much plug and play Xbox 360 variant controllers on PCs, but did you also know that this thing can work with Raspberry Pis and you can program it to work with pretty much any emulation machine? These are kind of popular things coming out nowadays with the NES Classic being such a big hit. A lot of people like to make their third-party kind of emulation machines, saying that they can play GameCube, PS3, PS2, whatever games they're going to be running on that emulation machine, but they still need a controller to work with them. So this kind of Xbox 360 variant controller can work with those machines, and they work very well. I've recorded some footage in the background to show you that this controller does work very well with these games. I've had this controller for quite a while, and I've been using it for a few weeks now to test it out. I now use it as a dedicated controller for my Raspberry Pi, and I really appreciate it because it does work with newer and older systems as well. So that means I don't have to swap out a bunch of controllers at the same time. The gaming footage in the background is purely shown with me using this controller as a means to control these games. This works with almost every game I tried it with, even if it took a little bit of finagling on my part to get it working. Most of the time, I just plugged the controller into whatever, my PC, my laptop, the Raspberry Pi, and after some programming with the Raspberry Pi, it worked out with all three of them. The PCs required no programming, but of course, if you have a personal Raspberry Pi, it's going to take you a little bit to get the controller set up just the way you like it, but it works. It comes with a turbo button, it comes with grips, and it's significantly cheaper than buying a new 360 controller from Microsoft, an official one. You can buy all kinds of third-party controllers, but this one does come with rubber grips and a turbo button, and it's pretty nice considering its price, which is around $15 to $20 on Amazon. You can find it for more or less across the web, but it really depends on your searching skills and how cheaply you want to find it. Basically, this is a pretty nice controller to have, whether it's your primary controller for your PC or it's a secondary controller for multiplayer games. Because again, why would you spend $30 to $40 on an official controller when you can get basically the same thing as a secondary controller for someone else and save the money, then spend it on a game that you both can play? I think there's value in saving money, and I think it's really important to check out deals that you can get on these controllers. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I've been your host, Protomario. I'm signing out. This video was sponsored, of course, because they sent me the controller, but I'm not getting paid to say any of this. They just sent me the controller for free. So if you have some extra money and you're looking for a second controller to pick up, check out this controller, and thanks for watching. As always, I've been your host, Protomario, signing out. Good gaming, and God bless.